In this lesson, we want to show what is the consequence in the day-to-day activities for an employee of the activation of our substitution. As we know, this substitution will come into effect if the user is posting to certain accounts and using some specific tax codes. So we are already connected to Fiori Launchpad to show this, and in the account receivable group of applications, we will start the one to create outgoing invoices. So again, now we are assuming now the role of end user, an employee that just wants to enter the data for a customer invoice, and we will assign the revenues to Profit Center T-PCA 15 because this is the one that, according to us, this is the correct Profit Center. Well, for this, we'll start with the ID of the customer. We will set up today's date as the invoice date. And well, this will be just for an invoice for 11,000 euros. Of course, it's important, because that is one of the conditions we set up in the substitution, to check the tax code. It should be either A0 or A10, which is 10%. In this scenario, let's use 10%, the 10. So let's just click calculate tax. And now, well, the other important criteria is what GL account we are using, we're posting to. So for this test, let's use 41000,500, which is sales revenues domestic. Of course, well, let's enter the amount in document currency, which again, well, is going to be 11,000 euros. And now let's look for the Profit Center field, so we can enter the one that we think that is correct, the T-PCA 15. Okay, so Profit Center, and let's enter T-PCA 15. Now we have finished entering like all the relevant data, but as you know, when we press enter in the keyboard, the system will just analyze what we have entered and check if values are wrong, or for example, if there is a substitution active, it will check this, the values for a substitution. So let's just press enter. And as you can see, well, it checked everything. For example, the balance is correct, is now in 0, everything else is correct, but the substitution came into effect and it removed the previous wrong value of the ID of the Profit Center, and now we have the correct one, which is YB600. So well, even if we try to like modify again, and just when we press post or when we hit enter in our keyboard, the system will just substitute with the correct one, which is YB600. So well, in doing so, the system is just, well, we have now a guarantee that the correct Profit Center will always be posted when these accounts are used with these tax codes. All of this is correct, so let's just now post the document. The system will just bring back this success message. And we now know that the document is correctly posted and will show up in the financial statements. So we can just close the app. And with this, we are just finishing the lesson. Thanking you all for the attention that you had for the lesson. Thank you so much.